Excuse me. All right, wholeness today is 2/18/2025. Last day of Aquarius. Tomorrow starts what people ascribe to as Pisces. Again, I tell you, you're more than your signs, but here in this illusion of separation that everybody believes in and gives all their energy to, it does weigh into your energy. So Pisces, the sign of separation, two fish going in two different directions. In this year, 2025, where I'm telling you guidance and direction are your big things. Guidance and direction. If you are already being pulled apart, such as the energy of a Pisces, it kind of makes things harder. So in this 9 vibration 2025, this year of the snake 2025, Pisces might be a little heavy for a lot of people. I mean, you can look at what's going on in this planet already and say that, damn, man, this year has been long already. It's just a lot of stuff going on. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer and all that other stuff, but it's only going to get worse. This is just the beginning of where we're going to really find out where we did not do enough to maintain control. So we get what we get. And this, again, is way bigger than politics and government. This is energetically, if you have not done enough to justify getting more, you get what you get. So the first thing you have to do is understand what Pisces energy itself is. And the way this reading is going to work is going to be show you what the Pisces energy overall for the season, which Pisces, I believe, is the 19th of February to the 20th of March. How it affects the whole show, and then I'll show individually how each sign may be affected by Pisces energy. Grand risings to you. So Pisces energy itself, again, I'm telling you, it's the sign of separation. A lot of people look at Pisces as the last sign. I look at it as the first sign. Pisces represents the feet. Aries represents the head. If you say Aries is the first sign, the head comes first. If the head does not have grounds to stand on, the head is already lost. You understand that? Aries, cardinal fire. Mine's already filled with shit. Pisces need to understand where it's standing. Remember, Pisces represents your directions. If Pisces does not know where it is standing and which direction to go, it's going to take guidance. That's fit to be a slave. Sorry, you might not like the wording, but it is what it is. If you cannot make any decisions on your own, you're already under control. So Pisces itself, the world in reverse. Remember I told you, the Pisces energy is going to kind of show you over the next 30 days or so what really is going on. This is the world in reverse. This is going to show you where you burnt yourself. You honored your energy, that free will bullshit, and that'll come up too. You honored the free will to be both the phoenix and the goddess. You're going to have to choose one. The phoenix is a being that's already on fire. Remember I told you Aries is the mind on fire. The goddess is the point of creation. I created the fire. Why? By choosing to pull myself apart. Direction. So Pisces, this whole season, when it comes in tomorrow, is going to show you the world in reverse. 21, 2 is knowledge, 1 is awareness. This is where knowledge has already trumped awareness. This goes into anything. I know that I'm aware that what I'm giving my energy to ain't good for me, but I don't want to know something different. People do that in a relationship. People do that with government. People do that with faith. People do that with religion. People do that with tradition. People do that with their finances. People do that with drug addictions. I know that shit ain't good for me, but that dirty word, but give me more. So that 21, 2 plus 1 becomes 3. 3 is the only thing I can think about. And the only thing I can think about is what's making me cry, but I'm not doing anything different. Complacency. So going on to the first sign. And I'll honor it because people get lost on Spellbreaker. The first sign, even though I'm telling you, Pisces should be the first sign. Realistically, Pisces should be the first sign. Ophiuchus should be the 0 point. Ophiuchus should be the 0 point, but we're going to play the way that a lot of people understand things. So the first sign that you come to in standard Western astrology is Aries. Remember, I told you the mind's already on fire. If the mind's already on fire without having a sense of direction, it's already in danger. Stop, drop, and roll. I woke up, I'm on fire, I'm in panic. So Aries is already going to represent a panic. Here is how Pisces energy is going to exasperate the fires. It's going to blow more air on them. 4. This is, if you understand anything about tarot, the Emperor card represents Aries. This is the Emperor card, but it's in reverse. It's going to show you your laziness. Again, what I just say, I woke up, I'm on fire. Now I'm looking for somebody to help put me out. Sorry, ain't nobody coming to save you. If I wake up on fire, I'm going to have to learn how to save myself. But I'm focused on the fire instead of me. The world is so much upside down, just to be quick about it. We have so much stuff going on around us that people can't even focus on themselves. Everybody's worried about where finances are going to come from, where their next meal going to come from, where they're going to live, where they're going to have a job, whether they're going to be deported out of the country, whether this, that, and the other. You see, you keep people so embattled with everything going on around them externally, you motherfuckers have no space to do anything internally. And that's everybody in this realm. It's just your own level of awareness and your own level of self-realization. If you have not made it to a point of self-realization, you're going to operate out of this spiritual laziness because you already think somebody ruling over you. Take your time with that one. It's too easy. I'm not going to mess with it. So Aries under this Pisces influence is going to already show where your laziness might be part of the issue. 4 is balance, but I always tell you balance is a trap. Balance is a point of connection. Balance is somebody else already is in my energy. That is already endangerment. When you wake up and something's going wrong, the majority of people already say so-and-so did this to me or so-and-so didn't do this for me. Instead of, holy shit, what did I do to myself? See, self-accountability. Before I point the finger at others, I need to pay attention to what I did or am doing or did not do for myself. Self has to come first. So if I'm on fire, I got to figure out what I did to myself. That's going to show where most of y'all can't get there because you've already been taught spiritual laziness, scarcity mindset, victimized mindset, psychic vampirism, parasitic existence. Somebody else is always more accountable to you or for you than you are for yourself. So you're already on fire. So the Aries energy, if you are a Aries, this Pisces season might challenge you a little bit more because holy shit, you might not be doing enough for yourself and having too much expectations and allowances. Your dirty words. Aries, you might be having too much expectation and allowances for everybody else during this Pisces season, which means you need to do an overhaul within yourself. Going on to the next sign, Taurus. Taurus represents stubbornness, the bull. I'm stuck in cycles. So Pisces already trying to tell you that your world is upside down and you crying about shit. This is potential trauma nurturing, but this is also, I think a lot of people probably tell you, it's your Saturn return. Again, astrology and all them placements and shit, beautiful. Mwah, love it. But it's you in separation. I don't give a fuck whether Saturn returning, leaving, or going. It's my responsibility to make better choices. So this more than it's your Saturn return or Mercury retrograde. This Taurus energy that is always crying about shit. What are you doing to help create the shit? The bull always makes a lot of shit. Why are you bullshitting yourself? Taurus, why are you bullshitting yourself? Because it's so much shit for you to create. This is, again, energetic irresponsibility. Remember I told you trauma nurturing, trauma bonding? This is them thoughts keep on telling me who I am. The thoughts keep on 7, telling me who I am. And there's so many options of what could be going wrong or what somebody did. Again, deflection. Deflection. You become your own plentifulness. Remember I told you Pisces energy under Taurus is going to show you where you got a lot of shit to cry about. I got a lot of shit to cry about because I give a lot of shit my energy. A lot of y'all would learn that. I've been saying this for years, but it falls on deaf ears, but let your life tell your tale. Not my circus, not my monkeys. With a lot of stuff that's going on around you and around us all, not our circus, not our monkeys, but holy shit, we the one that bought the tickets for the show. So stop buying tickets for the show, and the show might go out of business. Read between the lines. So Taurus, you stuck in a lot of shit because, sorry, you are the shit. The shit that you stuck in is the shit that you keep on giving your energy. So from there we go into Gemini. Remember, Pisces is trying to figure out which direction I'm going to be safest in going in. Gemini is trying to process itself from duality of direction. So in this case, Gemini is really in 4 places at once. It is trying to see the best perspective of how it could move in duality going this direction and how it could move in duality in this direction. But to be honest with you, that's 6 places. Because you already trying to figure out these two, you've already separated yourself. You didn't take accountability for sitting still. You're just trying to make sense of separation. When Pisces says, keep on moving, I'll give you something to cry about. Parent energy. Pisces and Gemini, Pisces is going to show Gemini where you might be a little bit childish. You might need to be spanked. And this ain't some bedroom shit. This is, you keep doing this shit to yourself. I told you to sit your ass down to be still. What'd I tell you? To go old school. So Gemini, you might need a whooping. You might need a reality check. This is, you too damn emotional. This is La Luna, the moon. You move off of your emotions. You trying to find reality in everything that is making you cry. The first thing that you should do is, if everything is making me cry, figure out, why am I giving everything my energy? You understand that? 19 relationships later, you still messing with the same category of people. They got to have this, they got to have that, they got to look like this, they got to do that, all this other. And then every time you invest in that bullshit prerequisites, it fall apart. Sometimes it's not them, sometimes it's you. Sometimes you asking for too much when you don't have enough, or sometimes you asking for too much of the wrong stuff and you're getting too much. So the reality is, hey there, yeah. The reality is, under this Gemini energy, Pisces is going to show you where you crying about stuff, and you might want to learn to face reality. The reality is, I'm emotional. I give my energy into everything that moves me, and trying to find the best way to find me and what's moving me, which means I don't know who I am. You'll see that with a lot of people. Again, we are all signs. There's a bit of all these signs in you because you authorize yourself to be seen in separation. But if you're born under these signs, like I'm born under Aries. Aries is my sun sign. And I'm actually a Pisces cusp. I'm secondary Aries, if you want to go by that cusp shit. So somebody that was born under Gemini, you might need a reality check, because everything is making you cry, which means emotionally and mentally you're unraveling. What I can tell you from firsthand experience, and as somebody who has counseled and dealt with people for decades, sometimes when you are unraveling, you need to let that shit happen. You need to let that shit happen, because if I'm unraveling from my cycles of where I could never be told something different, and now it done been too much and I just can't keep doing this and I feel like I'm having a nervous breakdown. Now, you ain't having a nervous breakdown. You're at that stuck point of where you either need to let go of that cycle, or that bullshit you keep holding on to, or that shit gonna drive you crazy for real. Some of y'all let the unraveling happen because you might have been holding on to your own motherfucking destruction. Gemini, you need a reality check because you've been having an ill use of ions. You've been holding on to shit that ain't real, but you keep trying to alchemize it. Holy shit, we are all Geminis in this realm. We all try and sponsor shit in the version of duality. I take that back because that's not me no more. I watch you do it, and I know that there's points within my energy that where I might be drawn back into that cycle, but I don't think in duality anymore. But the average person, you see everything in separation, so it's hard for you to get yourself together. Stop seeing shit from separation and figure out why that shit's pulling me apart. But what is it? It is me. Gemini, the only thing that can verify my reality is me. If I keep investing in stuff that I want to see, it's already a lie. That is the $2 hoe you hear me talk about. You can stretch your energy a long way and that shit can never be real. So, going on to Cancer. Pisces and Cancers. Pisces is going to show where you're already in separation. And this is an answer for somebody just asked a question, and you can, get offended if you want to, but this is what it is. Pisces is going to show where you are your own Cancer, because if you keep thinking in terms of separation, wanting to know if somebody for you or if somebody going to stay with you, you already apart. The minute you got to ask a damn question about what the status of your relationship is, you already got the fucking answer. If it ain't showing you what you want to see, you need to figure out what reality is, because that plentifulness of what you keep giving your energy to will also show the laziness of what you keep crying about. So there's your answer. So Cancer is, holy shit, you might be making yourself sick. Dealing with subpar relationships. Having sub-performance in a relationship. See, it ain't always about somebody else. Sometimes a lot of people get with somebody that make them feel safe because they don't feel safe within themselves, but then they only want to vamp on that other person's energy. In a lot of cases, it's not malicious. I just don't want to be alone in these trying times, but you ain't doing nothing different. You crying and complaining about the same shit that ended the last 38 relationships in the last 6 months. And then you're about to enter into 39 and you ain't made no changes. You just want everybody to change for you. Spiritual laziness. You might be your own Cancer. You might be the cause of the sickness, because if you know anything about a crab, you have a hard shell and you can't be taught and told anything different, and I'll pinch you if you try and take it away. So Pisces is going to show where you are hardened in the same shit that is killing you, and you don't want it to be separated from you, if that makes sense. This is, again, where you see where people, I'm sorry, I see Tyrone, or whatever his name was, Dave Chappelle, the crack addict guy, where they did the intervention. They got him to come there because they promised him a rock. When he got there, the rock wasn't there, but they was trying to talk to him about his addiction. He ain't trying to hear that shit, man. Where my rock at? That's how some of y'all are. Somebody can be trying to tell you and teach you, hey, man, you doing some shit to yourself. You ain't trying to hear that. Man, you ain't helping me. Give me my addiction. Some of y'all have an addiction to others because you're scared of yourself, which means you're your own Cancer. You want to either dump your energy into others, thinking that's going to constitute healing, or you want others to dump their energy into you, thinking that's going to constitute healing. You're too traumatized. You are already deep in Pisces energy, and you don't realize you're your own Cancer. Oops. You are your own harm. You are 1-5. Potentially the only thing moving you is you. If you was here at the beginning, I told you Pisces is going to show you where the world is in reverse and you're your own fire. The only thing causing the phoenix to be on fire is its choices. So, in the sense of Cancer, where you are your own sickness, this is the devil card. What are you bound to? See, the devil card in tarot has to deal with your vices, the things that you are stuck in, your addictions. It's more than just carnal knowledge. It's so much deeper than that shit. This is anything that repetitively pulls on your mind and you can't let that shit go. Religion, government, the idea of relationship, the idea of family, the idea of tradition, the idea of knowledge, the idea of whatever is pulling on you that does not allow you to see peace, even though you're going to lie to yourself about being better in it. You need an intervention. Pisces, in this next season, is going to show where, holy shit, some of that shit that I keep holding on to, my devil card function, my traumas, where I keep advocating for my own adversity, is the best way I can put it. You understand that? When you advocate for your own adversity, yeah. Live visibility restricted. You know what, TikTok? Fuck you. Because I just said the word devil. Devil, devil, devil. In the fucking live. I don't give a shit anyway. I don't get paid by this shit. So my live just got restricted and all this other shit because I said the word devil. You understand that? When you are bound to something that does not want you to do something different, anything that you do different is already going to be seen as harmful. We exist in a society, and it's not just this app. This is your whole fucking society. In the sense of a Cancer, everything in our current society only wants to keep us sick because it keeps those that are actually sick feeling better. Your governmental types, your Bill Gates, your Musk, your Trumps, your Kennedys, all these other old families, your Rothschilds, your Waltons, the ones who already have the plentitude, need to keep you dumbed down and harming yourself, because then that way you present no challenge. So when you start speaking out of turn and start inspiring or instilling a better way of thinking, if it is not conducive to the primary thought form that already has everybody boxed in and under control, you're fucked. That's how you get shadow ban and algorithm. When you try and show people where they are harming themselves, you become harmful to the system that needs you to stay in that addiction. Why do you think in this country you can go buy a 44-ounce soda for goddamn 99 cents, but a bottle of water is $5? And that bottle of water probably got purified in a system filled with motherfucking Paxil and everything else. Nothing here is designed to make you feel better. If you understood The Golden Child, that old movie with Eddie Murphy, nothing here is designed to make you feel better, because the money is in making you feel sick. Making you feel like you got to go through healing cycles. Making you feel like you in separation and you got to find others to feel better with, while those others you feeling better with don't feel better on their own either. It's an ancient fucking trick. But you got to learn how to see. So the Cancer is you harming yourself, because holy shit, potentially you're going to keep moving 1 and 5. Which means if potentially I keep moving, can I ever put the fire out? 1 plus 5 is 6. I can't ever put the fire out because I can't never sit still long enough to see what's burning me. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 is your foundations. 6 is the perfect trap. And in the 6 days he built this trap. And now you motherfuckers are stuck here. Oops, sorry. Now we motherfuckers are stuck here. Even though that's an allegory. Let's use it for what it is. So 6 shows you where you are traumatically stuck in a cycle. And the Pisces energy on the Cancer is going to show where the cycle is. Everything around you only wants you to harm yourself because you have not invested in anything different. When you keep voting for somebody to master you, you've already chosen to be a slave. So from there, you already go into this Leo energy. Leo is not only ego, energy being generated and operated into an experience. Ego as in my perspective is the only perspective there is. Yet your life ain't told to tell yet. I give my power. That's what Leo is. Leo is the power plant. Leo represents the sun. The sun allegorically gives life to everything here. But we're going to believe that for right now anyway. So the sun gives life, but remember, the Pisces energy is said it's giving life to everything that you're crying about. It's giving life to why the world is upside down. And that's really a truth. The reason why things are now, because people's ego. And ego has a function of fear, almost akin to what we call the root chakra function, fight or flight. So many people are righteously wrong that they can see the shit falling apart, and they won't do nothing different because they've already invested in seeing the same. No, you just got to give it time. It's going to get better. It ain't going to get better. So Pisces is going to show you in this Leo season, this Pisces season is going to show you your Leo energy, or where you keep giving life to everything. It's probably going to kill you. No, it ain't going to kill you. You're just going to stay righteously separated. Remember I just said that a minute ago? You're going to justify. I'm going to justify why the stuff I'm crying about is just par for the course, because it'll get better eventually. Example, especially like in my community, 70, 80-year-old big mama that worked 45 years, 6 jobs a day. Big mama, your feet swollen. Oh, it's okay, baby. I just got to work 2 more weeks and then I can go to the doctor. But big mama, your feet going to fucking fall off if you don't take care of yourself. It's okay, baby. The Lord got me. So you're going to righteously justify why you fucking yourself over, because you've already bitten into a mental programming that told you things will get better. But what did you do different, big mama? The same. 45 years later, still struggling. But finding plentifulness in what you think. Make it make sense. You can find the plentifulness in your thought, but when you log into your fucking bank account, did it show up? And this is so much deeper than fucking monetization and mundane shit. But what you keep giving your power to, Leo, what you keep justifying righteously, even when it is righteously shown you to be wrong, if you won't do nothing different, you get what the fuck you get. You Pisces yourself. You can't cry about what you keep giving your energy to when it already told you it was going to put you in separation. Why? Virgo. Deer in the headlight. Naive than a motherfucker. Naive than a motherfucker. Virgo energy represents the recycle point. If Leo is where you give life, Virgo is where you find yourself caught in cycles. Caught in cycles of energetically just trying to find out what ain't gonna traumatize me. Holy shit, everything here is supposed to traumatize me because it's supposed to teach me to stop justifying harming myself. See, if you understood energy, you see where that's going. So Virgo is only going to get out here into this field of separation that is going to tell you everything around you is going to make you cry, and they're going to try and figure out how to justify which cycles are safe to go through. Resonance only, but I know a lot of Virgos like that. See, that trauma is real intensive, so I'm going to let that one go. But this one right here, it kind of make me feel good, so I'm going to hold on to it. But sir, ma'am, it's a trauma. I know, but I got it. So you're going to get rid of one and make space for another one. What the fuck you think going to happen to the energy that you just pulled out of one? You think it's just going to go back into you? No. Like attracts like. That traumatic energy that you kept subscribing to is going to want a new home. So either A, is going to go into an existing trauma, or B, it's going to create a new trauma altogether. And holy shit, Virgo, stuck like a deer in the headlights, just trying to figure out the best way to go through. How about you sit your punk ass down and be still? So Pisces in this season is going to show Virgo, you might well sit your punk ass down and be still. You might want to learn real transmutation, because holding on to all them cycles is going to kill you. This is the death card. Potentially, if the only thing has all my power is my thought, then holy shit, potentially 1 + 3 is 4. It's going to show me my laziness. Why? Because now something rules over me. That which you keep thinking about is that which rules over you. Most Virgos have a trauma-responsive mindset of trying to stay out of previous traumas by watching out for current traumas or future ones. What was the only current word? Trauma. I'm not going to go through that trauma cycle because I'm making sure I'm not in a trauma cycle now so that I don't produce a trauma cycle then. There was no you in that equation. It was just the energy of what you're watching out for. But that what you watch out for is that what you're attracting. So the only thing you're holding on to is your traumas. Hold on to too many traumas, holy shit, you're going to end up down in the deep with Olakun. Looking like a fucking anglerfish. Down there producing bioluminescence. Holy shit, needing your own light to survive where you created your own dark. Take your time with that one, Virgo. Pisces is going to show where you crying about so much shit that you think going to tear you apart that you ain't going to see that it's you. You out here trying to transmute traumas when the only thing that you are transmuting is you. You cannot change your traumas. If I go outside and get hit by a car and I make it through, I cannot go back and change it. I can just make sure that my dumb ass don't do the same. Ta-da! Trauma transmuted. Be present, have accountability, and have better awareness. So many of y'all just got lost on that. So you in this Virgo cycle of trying to transmute shit, which means, holy shit, the only thing you doing is trapping yourself. Because you establish balance between who you are and what the trauma already showed you. You already in separation. But you're going to try and find balance. Pisces, the sign of separation, and Libra, the sign of balance. I'm going to find balance within my separation. This, what I just heard in my head, is the equivalent of somebody who's been married for 30 years. They get a divorce, but they still stay together. See, we found balance in our separation. Did you? Or did you just find comfort in your traumas? Yes, in traumas, because if you needed to get separated from them, then evidently there was something wrong. But if now that we separated, things are working fine, both are you a motherfucking lie. So Libra, finding balance with what already got you pulled apart, mean it's you. Sorry, it's you. You are your own phoenix. What put the phoenix on fire? Your badass choices. So Pisces and Libra is going to show where your badass choices that you keep on trying to find a balance with, you got it. You now have an open account. You now have one at Wells Fargo, Regions, Bank of America, Fifth Third, and every other one of them fucking crooks out there. So here we go, Libra. You got to balance with what's already pulling you apart. It's you. It's Kali Ma in reverse. It's the Tower card. It's you and your own internal chaos. You are already destroying yourself. Basically everything I just said. So I'm not even going to waste my time on it. You keep making choices that represent the chaos of you not choosing you. And holy shit, it keep manifesting. Oops. Why does it keep manifesting? Because you need to learn to stop killing yourself. Scorpio energy. Scorpio is representative of the god or goddess of death. But Scorpio in this realm represents paranoia. So if that person is still in here and wanted a Scorpio reading, here you fucking go. Pisces, this season is going to show where your world is upside down and you too busy crying about what's burning you that you don't realize it was your choices. Why? Because you have found that what you are being burnt by is greater than you. So the Scorpio energy of basically needing to find protection or finding a way to overcome something else already no longer has stillness within themselves. They're conditionally aware. They're conditionally aware because all they know is their pain. So much to the point to where pain don't even fucking count no more. And that is a dangerous mindset as a human, to where you become that numb or that immune to what you're going through while lying to yourself that you ain't going through it, while consistently and constantly going through it. You are your own death. Holy shit, Scorpio, you are death. But what am I death of? Losing my power. I'm my own death because I keep losing my power to cycles 1 through 9. What I keep going through. What has my potential and what I'm trying to control. 1, potential, 9, control. Or what's potentially controlling me. If I'm worried more about killing it, I might be killing myself. Hey, I got a phone call yesterday. So-and-so said something about you. You know what? I'm going to shoot that motherfucker. But why? It was just words. Yeah, but see, they going to quit playing with me. That's how some of y'all operate. Like fucking kindergartners. No accountability to your energy and easily drawn by somebody else that's embattled, that you become embattled too. Holy shit, Scorpion, already in danger. Already in danger, so you're already the representative of death. You either ready to kill something, or ready to destroy something, or you already think something is killing and destroying you. Lack of accountability. Because even in the small potential that something actually is in your energy messing with you, why the fuck did you allow it there? Because I thought I could trust him or her. Okay, well, awareness will show you that nope, that's not true. Take your energy out of the equation and continue on. Now pull my power back. Pull your power back from something that's dirty, you now have dirty energy. Cut the motherfucking cord and let it go. And I don't mean go get a red candle and some thread and 3 aventurine and 1 bloodstone. I mean, holy shit, cut the power. I don't have time for the shit no more. Power is me. Cut the power. I'm not giving that motherfucker no more of my energy. Now I gotta go do a spell, or I'm gonna put them in a jar, I'm gonna put them in the freezer, and I'm gonna shit in the jar and spin it in and throw it against a tree. And I got them, girl. You right, you got them. You got them and your energy entangled. Why? Because you invested. But that's Magic 202. Some of you motherfuckers are stuck on Magic 0. Shh. So, you don't understand death because you keep giving life to everything that's killing you. Scorpio. Why? Because you hid from yourself. In between Scorpio and Sagittarius is the sign called Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is the 0 point. Ophiuchus, when it comes to astrology, is the beginning of astrology. It is before you enter into separation. You have the entertainment of separation itself. Ophiuchus represents a person wrestling with what they can know. What you can know is myself in separation. That's your 12 zodiacs. The 13th sign, basically 0 sign, Ophiuchus, is the potential of what I can become. Wrestling with what I think I know. What do I think I know? What this snake is going to teach me. However, 2025 is the year of the snake. Snake represents knowledge. Ophiuchus is going to wrestle with knowledge, but knowledge does not exist without experience. Sorry for you. Knowledge does not exist without experience. So if Ophiuchus will understand that everything I'm about to do is going to make me cry because it's going to be me burning myself by creating something to burn me, there will be no battle. But you get taught. You get taught in this format, like I told you earlier, everything in this realm is left to teach you, trying to find yourself in others. Trying to teach you how to find yourself in other experiences, trying to teach you how to find yourself in formats of tradition, religion, the occult, the metaphysical, every fucking thing. Find you in others. Well, wait a minute, who am I? Shh, don't worry about that. You'll figure it out later. You won't figure it out later. So, in this Ophiuchian energy, to where you should realize me wrestling with anything else means I'm really just wrestling with myself. The snake was me harming myself. That's what the snake is. Me harming myself and then giving a quantitative value to the experience. Why would I harm myself? See, this is the first part. You have to address myself, not the knowledge. Pisces, the sign of separation, is saying, dude, something wrong with you. You already on fire. You are entertaining harming yourself. You already distracted. 2-8. You are already connected to a struggle in your head. You understand that? I am struggling with a thought. It hasn't become an experience yet. Man, I'm going to go rob a bank, says the thought. But it has not become an experience. You understand that? So the potential of where Pisces is going to show you the Ophiuchian energy of I'm distracted because that voice in my head, the siren, that voice in my head is trying to make me do something to harm myself. This is awareness. You haven't produced an experience yet. You presented an idea and a choice. So the Ophiuchian beginning point is you already distracted because you're about to do something to harm yourself. Now, if you become dumb enough to help create your own fire by ending up knowing, holy shit, Eve, Adam, it wasn't a snake, it was you. You knew that motherfucking tree had fruit on it that you ain't supposed to touch. Don't blame that shit on that snake. Take fucking accountability, you goddamn colonizers. So, in the sense that where you don't understand that snake ain't done shit but present choice, it was your dumb ass that wasn't smart enough not to choose. So here's what happens when you lie on that snake because you wanted to know. Yo, man, she toxic, but I think she got something. I don't care, man, that ass fat. Now you're in the doctor, getting your shit beat with a mallet. Oops. Or he fine. Now you're in the doctor with waffles. Look that up. So the Ophiuchian snake, where you're going to fuck yourself because something already told you. If you do it, you're going to end up crying. Spiritual you stuck your hand in the candy dish anyway. Oops. You created your own death. You created your own death, and now, holy sheep shit. 2 + 8, 10. 1 + 9, 10. You become the original trauma. Ophiuchus in Pisces will show you your original trauma. So if there's a person out here who metaphysically ascribes to themselves in the Ophiuchian format, paying attention to what's distracting you and paying attention to what you potentially think is killing you will show where really it's you. And here's your core trauma. Bonus card for Ophiuchus. You your own trauma. I can't make this shit up. You are your own abuser. It is what you are grounded in believing in. Believing that it is my divine right to create my own destruction means you're a dumbass fool. I'll just tell you straight up. When I think that I can do something to harm myself just because I want to, you already lost. You are your own abuser. This is Archangel Uriel, the Archangel of Earth. Earth is what you believe in. If I believe that it's my divine right to abuse myself, holy sheep shit, you'll stay enslaved. When you think it's your divine right to keep on voting and choosing for stuff that ain't never worked out for you, keep crying, motherfucker. Why? Because you're going to end up trying to find out who burnt you because you no longer want to take accountability for burning yourself. You end up on the Sagittarian journey. Old Man Dithers, Scooby-Doo episode. Who's under the mask? You. It's you under the mask. You are Old Man Dithers. The fact that you keep on choosing things that will not show you what you want to see means you're not ready to see yourself. So you go on this Sagittarian delusional ass journey of creating somebody else to be accountable or somebody else to help you to account on. You get out here and try and find others who are going to think like you, others who are going to take a level of accountability that you never took on your own, or you're going to get out here and try and find out who potentially did it. Both of them deflection. Both of them are deflection. Trying to find somebody to save you, deflection. Trying to find somebody else to put the blame on, holy shit, deflection. Holy shit, I just created a God and a devil. But it was all me. God damn it. I'm crying about what God ain't doing for me, or I'm crying about what the devil doing to me. But motherfucker, what are you doing for yourself? What is your fucking reality? Why are you so easily moved? The reality is you gave all your power, 1, potential, to 8, them damn thoughts. And them thoughts showed you that really it's going to be you abusing yourself and creating your own death because you're too distracted to live. Oops, I think I said that about 45 minutes ago, that at current, this realm is designed to keep you so distracted and embattled and in such a cycle of scarcity that you can't invest in your plentifulness. You can't potentially create a nirvana or a utopia in a realm designed on scarcity. But, however, you can keep lying to the denizens of that realm of scarcity and telling them that nirvana and utopia coming soon. There's a new download coming on April 25th. There's a new this, that, and the other coming. See, girl, we about to get another DNA upgrade or so-and-so coming back. You can lie to somebody else about getting saved, and them motherfuckers will never save themselves. Why? Because they'll stay caught in their spiritual journey, and their spiritual journey of delusion will become their reality. Why? 1 + 8, 9. It keeps them under control. Holy shit, 2025, 9. The year of control. Control by what? Guidance. When they don't understand the reality of the illusion, they're going to try and find the illusion as reality. I did not say that backwards. You motherfuckers are trying real hard to create a reality in this illusion that it is going to fucking happen because it'll be the only thing you invest in. So get used to crying and burning yourself. Why? Because you're trying to rule over what already got you pulled apart. Capricorn energy. You are just trying to rule over what already got you pulled apart and figure out which one of them is making me cry. Because if I can make them cry, this is a bullshit ass Capricorn energy, always trying to dominate and control something. If I can make them cry more than they making me cry, then I got the upper hand. But wait a minute. Doesn't that mean that you have to get into the ring and fight with them? Would it not be safer for you to stay out of the ring of that bullshit and keep yourself in wholeness? No, because see, they need to know. You can't play mind games with me because see, I'm built for that. You damn right you built for that. You damn right you built for the abuse because you like abusing yourself. So Capricorn, you might see where you like to abuse yourself because everything around you that make you cry already gets your energy because you're trying to find a way to outlast it. Oops. And you keep ordering your own destruction. The Tower card. Everything that makes you cry is a representation of where you won't find joy in yourself. Or, to be fair, everything that makes you cry that gets your energy is only a representation of where you will not maintain energy for yourself. Is there a lot of shit in this planet going on right now that people could be crying about? Yes. Realistically, because the majority invest in that. But is everything that's going on in this planet my responsibility to cry about when the people that are creating the situations that making them crying won't do anything different? No. Is it my responsibility to try and get alignment with others who understand that by keep sponsoring people who are hell-bent on destruction and then giving them the opportunity to create it? Is it my responsibility to find people who think like that? Yes. But if the majority is only caught on hanging on the words of those who sponsor destruction because they're so weak within themselves that they think the destroyer is going to help show them life, the only thing you can do is enjoy your own existence. Don't order your own destruction by filling yourself with the energy of others already caught in that trauma. Some of y'all are so mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and psychically destroyed. What did Umar say? I can't psychologize half the motherfuckers on the block. You're going to have to go to the great sleep. And that's not trying to be funny. If shit hit the fan, the majority of y'all going to have to get put to sleep. Because you're going to become fanatically unraveled and you won't do anything but try and get somebody back in office to put us right back in the same cycles. Sorry, you will order your own destruction. Why? Because it's a representation of the destruction you already have within yourself. You're going to try and rule over what's already got you separated by instituting a new ruler. Why? The separation itself. Aquarius. Aquarius always likes to distance itself from what can harm it. But if what's harming you is you, how do you distance yourself from yourself? Psychosis. You mentally check out. You mentally check out about what you should be finding out that's making you cry, and then you become less than accountable. You mentally check out from where you doing things to yourself, and there's always somebody else to blame. The Aquarian energy under this Pisces season is going to show where Aquarians might see what's really going on, but they ain't got no accountability for it. They ain't got zero accountability. Zero accountability because they urgently just need to get away from what's going on that they don't see that, holy shit, they're the one drowning in the leak. You understand that? The leak is so deep within them that they're drowning in it, and all they know is that they need to find separation, one, from what they need to get away from what has got them trapped. 1, 4, 5. I urgently need to get away from what I think is abusing me, but as Ophiuchus showed you, your core trauma is you're abusing yourself. So Aquarius, under this Pisces season, might urgently feel like they need to get away from this shit. This is too much, man. There's too much shit going on, man. I'm about to go off the grid. Or you know what? I need to cut so-and-so off and so-and-so off. Ain't done no work. And if you need to cut a person off, then do so. But if you need to cut a person off because you don't like the way that they said something to you that you needed to hear, you just didn't want to hear it the way it was delivered, you're a piece of shit. If you cutting people off because they are handling you better than you handle yourself, and you want somebody else to nurture you while you keep on sucking your trauma's titties, that's on you. That's on you. Why? Pisces. Pisces and Pisces. The Pisces season is going to show you that you keep crying about the shit you keep creating and burning you. Why? Because you have not chose to stop separating yourself. Pisces and Pisces, spiritual laziness. Remember back at the beginning, the first sign, Aries, showed the laziness. Why? Why was the mind on fire? Because the feet were too lazy to be still. Pisces represents the feet. If the feet are already trapped and too lazy to save themselves, the head don't stand a chance. And then you're going to bullshit yourself into creating more of what's already got you in danger. And then you're going to justify that as your reality and duality. Only you're harming yourself, Cancer, by Leo justifying Virgo, what you're trying to transmute. Libra, your own chaos. I'm trying to find balance by transmuting my own chaos. Answer, if I'm transmuting my own chaos, stop creating chaos. I can't. Why? Scorpio, I'm too busy seeing death. I'm too busy seeing things that are controlling me and killing me. But you just created it. No, I didn't do that. I ain't capable of doing that. So at that point, Ophiuchus said, well, shit, you already too distracted. You can't be saved because the only thing you're doing is paying attention to what's killing you. But what's killing you is you. What's killing you is you. And now you out here trying to find a better reality. You cannot create reality in an illusion. Y'all need to learn that. You cannot create reality in an illusion. Once you enter into an illusion, nothing's real. So you're just going to try and find a better way to organize the illusion, Capricorn, by destroying yourself further, but getting out here and trying to find a way to get away from what's destroying me when what destroying you was you, because you was too lazy to be still. So again, this was Pisces under all of these signs of separation. But if you understand wholeness, you can observe Pisces and seeing what it's doing to others. But if you operate out of wholeness, none of these signs count. None of these signs count. It is aimless to give my thoughts to what I'm connected to, because what I'm connected to, this realm, only wants me in separation. This is the element of air. You can see where something is placed in front of you to pull you apart, but it's your choice to move. 3 plus 2 is 5. It is my choice to abuse myself by seeing where everything around me only represents destruction. It is my responsibility to hold myself together and get out of that field of danger before it fucks around and pulls me apart. That is the same thing as staying stuck in the hood when you know the hood is out to get you. The minute you got an opportunity to get out the hood, go to someplace safer while maintaining safety within yourself. See, you can sit there and lie to yourself and say, well, I'm safe now because I know how to meditate. No. You can know how to meditate but still stay in an endangered or embattled environment. You just pipe dreaming yourself. If my environment does not allow me to reflect on the safety I've now found within myself, don't be stupid. You are still in this fucking realm. If the new level of peace, which is a dirty word, wholeness, if the new level of peace I have found within myself is no longer safe in my environment, don't stay there. That's the same thing as somebody who, and again, don't mean to offend you, but you motherfuckers will be all right. Is it somebody who was a Christian for 30 years and now they get into spirituality and the occult, but they still yoked with somebody who can't let that shit go? And now you think that it's going to work anyway when your line of thinking is already counter-conducive to everything the other person think, but we going to make it work. No, you're just creating a karmic tension field. Because every time that person get on their knees and pray, you're going to be like, I don't know why you're doing that. It's you. But I'm going to tell myself it's fine because holy shit, I already have a trauma of a connection to somebody from my past when my past no longer represents my present, but I'm going to take my past into my future. It's only creation of a trauma cycle. You have to stop lying to yourself sooner or later. If who you are is not represented by everything going on around you, you better do something different. Wholeness, motherfuckers. Buckle up. 2025, the year of control. It's already showing you a lot of people have lost it. Let me out. Tickety, 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 top.